We're in Banbury on the northeast coast with world-renowned rug maker Heather Ritchie.
I adore the sea, I love the coast, and I think the northeast has the most wonderful coastline.
Banbury is famous for the historic tidal island of Lindisfarne, also known as Holy Island.
I adore being on Lindisfarne. The tide comes in, it cuts you off, and it's very, very special. And there's the monastery and the church and the castle, and the seals are singing at night. It's a fabulous place.
Over 30 years ago, Heather discovered that she could use fine fabrics and a technique known as hooking to create intricate designs.
I painted a picture with rugs, and I thought, wow, I can get away with this. When I first did the rug with all the old men on, you're working very close. They're just little dots you see, and they're very close, and you don't really see them. And it isn't until you take them away and you hang them up, and I thought, oh my goodness, they're there, I've captured them. It's them, I've got them.
Today, Heather is back in Banbury to teach 6 makers, all beginners in rug making, how to create their own hooky seat cushions over 2 days.
Welcome, everybody. Has anybody done rug making before? No, you're all new to this? Yeah. Oh, brilliant. I love to start somebody off, and I know more than you see. So I've got the upper hand.
To create her intricate rugs, Heather uses a small hook and a sheet of hessian tightly stretched into a frame.
Sit your hessian in the frame with the one with the screw on the top. That's right, there, and that'll tighten. There you go, that's it, and that'll tighten up. You okay? That's right, and that one will sit on the top and tighten it up. Now you can use any colours you want. Just feel free. I've given you a whole mix of yarns and all different types of fabric. Some will work for you and some won't, but it gives you the experience as to what's best. You've got some greens here.
Oh yeah, I love that.
There's some greens.
Hooky rugs are made from the thin strips cut from recycled fabrics. Everything from second-hand sweaters to old curtains. Even raw wool can be cut into strips and used to add texture.
Anyway, if anybody wants to use this, you don't have to spin it to use it. You can just pull it out and you can hook that in. Do we have a shepherd here? This one. Oh, right.
John and Mary are local farmers with more than 300 sheep, and they've brought some wool along to use in their work.
Mind, you're flattering me a bit calling me a shepherd. I'm a farmer who keeps sheep.
Yes, well, that's the same to me.
A complimentary thing, you know.
Before anyone makes a start on their seat cushions, they must first master the basic skill of hooking.
So you've all got a little hook. There's your hook, and you see it's got a little hook on the end. I'm going to put the hook in, and I'm scooping it. So I bring the first little piece up onto the top with my hook, and I just leave a couple of threads. I go right in, and I pull a loop up.
Take your strip of fabric and use one hand to hold the material underneath the hessian. Push your hook through, catch the fabric, and pull it up through the hole. Push your hook back in, scoop up the material underneath, and pull a hoop up. To maintain an even pattern, make your holes roughly ½ centimetre apart and pull the hoops up to the same height.
And just scoop it up, in, grab it and pull it up.
I think the difficult thing is to
it catches when I'm coming back up. So I'm, on the next piece of...
Yes. It's just a knack. Ease it, don't worry, just ease it through. I'm pushing the hook in.
But how do you know where the wool is? Are you holding it?
Yes, I've got it on my finger.
Okay.
Right, I'm just grabbing it and scooping it. Grabbing it. It's really just getting the technique at the end of the day. Don't be frightened of pushing the hook right in, because that actually opens up the hessian. Yeah, and just ease it through between the threads.
She talks about scooping. My scooping technique's not going very well yet. See, I'm pulling the wrong ones through. There's just some spaces and I don't know.
Can we start again?
Yes,
because
of course you
I
can.
think it'll be easier to come from the right.
All right,
You're right-handed.
okay, I am right-handed,
You're right-handed. So take it from here, right, and bring that end up. Now bring them closer together and bring them higher up.
Higher up.
Bring them higher up.
Okay.
Okay?
It looks so easy
And
when
you
you
can
do
feel
it.
it. Well, I've done it for years.
Indra is a cosmetic dentist, originally from the Netherlands, but she moved to Northumberland 10 years ago to set up her own practice.
Thank you.
There you go. So,
There we go.
yes.
So how far do you
Just
go
a
apart?
couple of
Just here?
threads. Your hook has to be facing up. That's it, right through. That's lovely. And as you're working, feel on the back. And if it's smooth, you know you're all right. If it's lumpy, just take it back and redo it.
Right.
That's looking good, that. What's it like on the other side?
Neat.
It's neat, yeah.
It's just that getting used to that pulling like through.
Yeah.
And this is quite stiff fabric, so it's
That's
quite
what I've just
hard
found, is this one's pretty stiff as well. That first one was totally different, so the fabrics make a massive difference.
Although they've never tried rug making, married couple Tracy and Adam have been keen crafters for years.
So out of all the crafts, though, I was thinking this is never one that I would have considered. When Tracy said, oh, this is the one I really want to do, I was like, really? Rag rug making? I was like, can't we do something like ironwork or something? And no, I'm glad we are doing it, because it is good, it's really good.
They are all filling a 20-centimetre square. By the end of the exercise, Heather hopes the students will have mastered the technique and started to blend colours and textures together.
This is a bit different to the normal stitches I'm doing at work.
What do you normally do?
I'm an A&E doctor.
Oh, right. Oh, gosh, this is a little bit different, isn't it?
Yeah. My patient's not moving too much, which is quite good.
There's some wool there, eh, look.
Let's have a look. Oh, that looks rather good. I like it. In daily life, there's a lot of pressure, especially for working mums. I think doing this would give me really some me time.
How have you found your hooking?
Yeah, well, I've got there in the end. I think I've
Yes, you
worked out how
have.
to do it eventually.
You have.
The fleece was fun to use, but
Yes.
it's quite stiff, isn't it? It's sticky, you know. I'm getting there.
Yes, jolly good. I love it.
Thank you.
I really like this like fluffy wool. I like the texture because it goes like thick and thin.
Look what we've got with John.
Wow. I got a bit carried away
It's
with using the
wonderful.
fleece.
Yes.
And I did a patch, and then it gradually morphed into being a sheep, and so I thought I'd give it a head.
It's
and,
evolved. It's wonderful. You see how they're different. Everybody's a different, you know. They're beautiful. You've all got the hang of it now, haven't you? Yeah. So it was just getting that technique and a little bit of practice. You're all happy? Happy. Yeah, good.
It's going all right.
Yeah, jolly good. Right, we're now going to work on our main designs for the workshop, and you're going to make a seat pad. Have you all got a design or an idea in your heads?
I've got a picture of our dog Luna. It's really nice, like on the beach here at Bamburgh. She was looking out at all the cairns that people built there. So I'm just trying to work out how to draw a dog because I'm not great at drawing.
The rough design is sketched on in chalk, so any mistakes can be easily rubbed off.
I want to do something really quite bold and abstract. So I'm going for kind of a big swirl of sea, because this is what reminds me of being up here in the northeast of Northumberland. But I proposed to Tracy up here, so it's kind of a bit of a special place.
It certainly is. Yeah, it's lovely. Love it up here.
Once the design is complete, the outline is redrawn with permanent marker pen.
So where you want to start is, just get the outline in.
Yeah.
Get his outline in.
Yeah.
And then get his eye in.
Yeah.
Always get the eye in.
Okay.
And then you can just fill in with whatever you've got.
My picture is inspired by my wedding bouquet. Me and my husband got married very recently, so I wanted to make something to remember my flowers by.
We look down on Holy Island, and I just absolutely love the beach. And so I want a fairly linear picture with some rocks here.
Yes.
And I thought maybe some of the sheep's fleece might make these waves.
Do the edge of the waves, yes.
Might be quite sort of fluffy.
Beautiful.
I just love going and visiting the island. It has such a wonderful feel about it. And our cows go there for their overseas holidays every year from October till December. They'll be going next week.
An overseas holiday.
Lucky cows.
I've got some cutouts. I did some drawings of things that meant things to me on the farm. So I'm going to trace that on and then see where am I going to start actually stitching.
He doesn't often engage for so many hours on a sort of creative project. He's very good at making bookshelves or hen houses. But this is a new experience, which he seems to be really enjoying.
I've got a buzzard, but I don't think there's room for the buzzard, so maybe I'll have to go and hunt somewhere else, I think.
That's the house. A bit better close up.
Oh, wow.
It's so difficult to do all
It's
these.
very complex.
Indra has brought pictures of her family home in Holland for inspiration.
I was actually going to do a family estate in the Netherlands, and I was going to do a bit of water and the main house there. But now I'm sitting next to Mary, and she comes out with her pictures. And this one just really, it really caught my eye.
Yes.
Also because my little boy, Ollie, we have some guinea fowl as well.
Oh,
and he
right.
loves looking for feathers.
Yes,
And
do that
it's
then.
changing
That's
my-
brilliant.
Changing my mind, and I think it's nicer to sit on feathers maybe than to sit on a house anyway.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm speeding along. I do have a bit of a competitive streak.
I'm actually teaching my 4-year-old at the moment. You can't always win.
Oh, the competition going on here.
Probably. I am pretty competitive, so.
It's the joy of making something that counts.
We'll see.
It's slow, isn't it? But it looks amazing. It's such a lovely yellow.
Yeah, it's really hard work, though.
In Northumberland, the hooky seat cushions are taking shape under the watchful eye of rug expert Heather.
I'm climbing the tree trunk.
Good.
Yeah.
Great, you're getting there.
Well, I just had a failure, actually, because I got hold of it and it all pulled
Came
out.
out.
Yeah. What do you say then?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just keep quiet, no.
I tried, yeah. I felt like saying something.
The students are working on their foregrounds, first hooking the outlines before filling in the shapes.
Have you done this all your life then, pretty much?
No, I moved into the Yorkshire Dales in 1971 and everybody made rugs. I was of the era when the children got to bed and the mat frames came out, and every night I would be making mats. And I really got quite addicted to it. The thing was, I would have liked to have really painted, and I used to paint, but I didn't think my paintings were very good. And then I discovered I could do a scene on a rug, and everybody loved it. This is when I knew I was coming to Bamborough.
Oh, that's Bamborough Castle.
So, oh, do you recognise it?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Good on you. That's great, because it was just my impression of Bamborough Castle. It's not finished yet. I'm working on it.
I love the sky.
And so it's just lots of wools, hand-spun, and just hand-cut fabrics have gone into that. I've always had a huge empathy for anyone that's lost their vision, because my dad was blind. And when Dad lost his sight, he wouldn't have a guide dog. He said he had a little girl. And she would be his sight, his eyes, and that's what I was. And everywhere we went, we counted the steps. So we'd count the steps between the lamps so he didn't bump into them, the steps across the street so he knew where the curbs were. So that's my little memory rug of Dad and walking round Sunderland.
You've got the light beautiful on the reflection, the light on the
Well, it was
building.
just a bit of artistic licence, have a bit of fun.
Very good.
I've got my piles now. I've got my blues, my yellows and my reds, because I want to try and keep a limited
That's gorgeous.
colour.
That's lovely. Yes. Now I've got this little magic tool here to kaleidoscope, and if you zoom in on that, that will mix the colours for you in there. As
I
if
wondered what that was for.
Yeah, it's my little secret gadget. So you zoom in on there, and it'll let you see the colours. Yeah, your eye would see them from the
Very
distance.
clever. Yeah, yeah.
And then you see you can take one out if you don't like it, or say if you fancy that, put that in, and you can
I
play
don't like that
till
one.
no, till you've got the arrangement you want. Isn't it fabulous?
Have a look at that.
It's my favourite little thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this bubbly wool. This is really good, isn't it? I bought this in the charity shop the other day.
You bought that.
This is when she gave me too much change.
Right.
I think it's a bit heavy to do a bit more, isn't it, really? Can I get a bit carried away with it?
Oh, it looks good.
Should I do a whole row of it?
Yeah, definitely.
The sheep wool that Mary and John brought from their farm is proving particularly popular.
I'm trying to create quite a woolly, fluffy effect, so I can show, hopefully, it'll look a bit more wavy. That's the idea, like the wave tops.
Is this like how it comes off the sheep? Just
That's
like
straight
this?
off the sheep, yeah. Straight off the sheep.
Lovely.
Yeah.
it
And if
smells
you feel the
just like-
lanolin,
It's got
all the
lanolin.
lanolin in it in your hand, you'll have lovely soft hands.
It smells amazing, though. It's really,
does.
really
It smells really nice. doesn't it?
sheepy.
It's a good smell.
Indra is also using some wool for the guinea fowl feathers on the seat cushion she's making for her son.
It's getting a bit better now. I found this fluffy stuff. It makes it a bit more feathery-like.
So what does your son do with his feather collection?
He has a nice little box, and he just keeps them in there, and he
lovely.
shows them to everybody that,
Nice.
and wants to look at them. That's it, isn't it?
That's his joy.
That's his joy.
That's really nice.
do suffer from anxiety quite a lot, and I've had some pretty bad spells of it over the time. And I do think that crafting's helped no end. It really just gives you that chance not to have to think, and that's part of the problem with anxiety is you overthink things. Anxiety for me has always been about feeling the need to get everything right all the time, and it's difficult to do that. And sometimes you fall into this kind of cycle of self-doubt and things snowball. So you start off with a little seed of a thought about something, which is nothing, and it gradually builds into something much bigger and much worse. And I think with craft, what it gives you is that time not to have those thoughts, because actually you're thinking about doing something else. You know, you're focused on doing this, for example. So I think it's a really, really powerful tool to help kind of calm your mind.
Idra, I was at home last night and wondered if you'd like this colour for your background.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Thought it had a bit of shine that might look really nice on yours.
Oh, I
as well
actually do love that. Thank you so much.
Sure.
With everyone making good progress with their hooking technique, Heather's confident that they can tackle a variation.
I would like to introduce you to the proddy technique. You've been doing the hooky, but now you need to do the proddy. You might want to incorporate some of this in your designs.
Prodding uses short strips of fabric which can be prodded in from behind or pulled through the front using a spring hook which pinches the short strips through the front.
So you're gripping it like tweezers, pinchers, and you leave go. You can't do much detail in this because you've got this shaggy effect here. But you might want to incorporate that into some of your designs you're doing. I might have hooked a rug and I feel I want to put a little border around. So this might make a nice fancy little border for me.
Oh, I like that border idea.
Yes, so you can make a nice little frilly border.
Just tried the proddy technique and I've just used it on the leaves here and I've cut them on a point to make them look more like leaves rather than flat ends. So I'm going to do that for some other leaves a bit later on.
Right, guys, you've got 30 minutes to finish.
Come on,
Can't be done, can't be done.
Yes, it can. It has to
Out
be.
of way, honey.
Out of way.
I've got a lot to do in 30 minutes, so I'm just going to get my head down and keep going.
Let's have a look, Tracy. Hold it up.
I'm not holding it up. I'm on a roll, I'm not stopping.
Okay.
Yeah, you're well up. You're going to be the first to finish?
Well,
You're going to be the first to finish?
No, Indra's finished.
Indra's finished. Gosh.
I decided just to make another border edge because there's still enough time. And I really don't have anything else to do, which never happens in my life. But no laptop here, no kids, no dentistry. So another border it is.
Down to literally the last 3, maybe 4 stitches. What about you, Tracy?
More than that.
Just too busy to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do a pin drop, couldn't you? You're my brain wearing all that.
Last one.
Yeah, you've beat me.
Yes!
Well done.
Oh no, it wasn't. All right, that was a false start. I've seen a little gap. I forgot to fill in.
Right, so how do you all feel? Because I'm ecstatic.
In Banbury, the students have finished hooking their seat cushions.
I just think they're absolutely fabulous. Just hold them up, let me look at them. It's absolutely gorgeous.
You can hear it barking.
I'm really happy with it, actually. Yeah. Loving the little dog.
It's quite Art Deco, that.
Ah, I'm very pleased you said that. Come on then, let's see yours, Indra.
That's
Really
amazing.
nice. Oh, look at that.
Once in a blue moon.
That's beautiful.
You would know that it was meant to be Lindisfarne Castle by the shape of it.
Right, yeah, good.
Wow. That's wonderful.
It's fantastic.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
I wouldn't have imagined a farmer to do something so beautiful and artistic as that. Yeah.
Very good. Well done.
It's weird how different they look out of the frame, actually.
To transform their designs into seat cushions, the students simply remove their hessian from the hoop, cut away the excess, then fold the raw edge over and hem the overlap onto the back of the hessian. Finally, they stitch on a piece of fabric for the backing, ready for it to go on a chair. With room for one more, Indra's son Ollie has come to see what his mum's been busy making.
Mummy made something especially for Ollie. Look,
What is this?
this is all feathers. I made them all for you. Do you know which bird these are from?
Bullet hat.
All right.
It's a good cup of tea, is this, I'll tell you.
Yorkshire brew.
Oh, it better be.
It's really comfy. It's a lot better just on a wooden chair, isn't it?
I've got 5 more now to make for the dining table.
I think we should propose a toast to Heather here.
Cheers!
If you've been inspired and want to make any of the things you've seen in the show, just visit our website, bbc.co.uk/makecraftbritain. Next week, a new set of students will master the art of cross-stitch.
This forces you to slow down. I have absolutely no sense of time at the moment.
And silver jewellery.
So pleased with that, look at that. Quite emotional about it.